our last video, I had rescued a couple of, or 3 kittens actually, that I found in the woods, dumped, abandoned, while I was out walking my dog. Actually, talking of my dog, hang on a minute, he has got to be in this video because, hang on. Terry, I need you. Terry. Come on, boy. Here he comes. Come on. You got to come and be in this video. Come on. He's a good boy. Good boy. Oh, sorry, I'm in your way. Come on, up you come. This way. Oh, this side then. Come on, Terry, come. Come on. Good boy. Now, the reason this dog has to be in this video, because this boy is the epitome of kind. Now, if you don't know, I rescued him and his little comrade. I'll put a link to the video below and you can see the whole story. But he was in a cage for years and years and years. He had a horrible life. Yet, despite his horrible background, he remains the sweetest, kindest, loveliest dog. He had never, the cat's here, there she is. He had never lived with a cat, right on cue, thank you, Mal. He had never lived indoors before, let alone with a cat. And do you know what? Sorry to cut in mid-sentence. I thought cats were supposed to be independent and aloof, yet all the cats I look after, they just follow you everywhere. They're always got to be where you are. So I don't know where the independent and aloof bit comes with cats. But anyway, he had never lived indoors before, never lived with a cat before. And he is just brilliant with her. He's absolutely amazing. She pounces on his back. She attacks his tail. She grabs hold of his legs and bites his legs. He doesn't even blink. He's an absolute diamond. And the kittens that we're talking about, he was brilliant with them. He just sniffed them, wanted to know what they smelt like. And hang on, let me just show you what he's doing. One sec. You all right, Terry? Are you having a roll? Are you having a roll? Yeah, so he had never lived inside before, let alone with a cat. Brilliant with the kittens. Just didn't pay a blind bit of notice to them. He is such a good boy. So, but we're talking about kindness, and he is the epitome of kind. He's not got a mean bone in his body, despite how he was treated. He's an absolute diamond. He's my bestest boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're my best. Can you put your lipstick away? Can you put your lipstick away? Please? Right. Yeah, so what I wanted to talk about was, right, I accept your lovely, lovely words. A lot of you said things in the comments like, oh, you're an angel, thanks for rescuing the kittens, which is fine. But a lot of you said things like, most people wouldn't do the same, more people need to be like you. Well, I beg to differ. I mean, if you just look in the comments alone for that video, what many of you have done and do, rescuing animals, looking after strays. I mean, we're going to have a look at the comments, but the reason why I want to take a look at those comments and highlight them and bring them up in this video is because, one, it's to recognise and celebrate just the kindness and the generosity that people have and what people do. 2 is we don't hear the good stories. I think there is obviously more kind people than there is unkind people, but you know, I happen to just video it because I have a vlog. So I tell you what, if ever you want to massage your ego or get lots of compliments, just rescue a cute animal. But I appreciate the comments. I do. I appreciate your kind words, but I just wanted to recognise what people are doing. As I say, there is definitely more kindness in the world than isn't. It's a bit like the naughty child in the classroom gets all the attention when 29 other children are behaving impeccably, but the naughty one gets the attention. So let's have a look at the comments and what you guys have been doing and are doing. So we have the Peaceful Pack, who have 4 dogs and 2 cats. They rescued 3 abandoned kittens, and they say they officially have a petting zoo. We have Andre Jones, who has had 17 cats and kittens find their way to their garden. I'm assuming they're looking after said 17 cats and kittens. We've got Jen Shi, who found a cat in minus 32 degrees Celsius, that she's in Canada. And they've been together for 17 years. I mean, these stories are just so heartwarming. Oh, and what is it with this phrase, the cat distribution system? That phrase is new to me, but many of you have used it. We've got Nikki, 4'11", has adopted a cat who also is here in Portugal, that turned up, not being a cat person in her own words. She says she's a dog person, but adopted a cat in need. We've got Leslie Smith, who carries around cat food with her wherever she goes. We've also got I Love Rescue Animals, and there's 4 of them who look after a colony of around 30 stray cats. So they're doing amazing work down there, feeding, sterilising cats, rescuing the kittens. Tatiana, sorry if I'm not saying this name wrong, but Tatiana Schoenfield, she adopted a starving cat who is now nice and chunky, and she said she was resting on her lap while watching the video. I just can picture it, it's so sweet. We've got Chris Burke, who has 2 street cats, what she has rescued. We've got JS-NZ, who rescued and adopted 2 cats that were trapped behind a shopping centre called Bruce and Willis. We've got V Potter, who's rescued 2 tortoiseshell cats, a bit like No Name, she says, also dumped with 10 other babies in a field. Oh, and as some of you pointed out as well, No Name, because of her markings and colouring type, is probably a girl. And you're right, she was a girl. I don't know how I got that wrong. I should have had my glasses on when I was looking. But yeah, you're right, she was a girl. We have Misdiagnosed, who lives in Spain, and this has got to be the record. 2 dogs and 40 cats. This is one of my favourite ones. Eunice Henderson, a retired FedEx courier, carried around dog treats and cat food on their routes for years, feeding feral and dumped cats. They brought home 10 and 3 were dumped at the end of their road, so they have 13, I don't know if it's all cats or cats and dogs, but 13 rescued animals. I mean, see what I mean? That is amazing compared to my 3 who I were not even keeping and looking after. Terry's dreaming. If you hear little, Terry's dreaming. He dreams a lot. Hang on. I was going to try and catch it, but I couldn't. But he was just twitching and barking in his dreams. He's always chasing and barking in his dreams. He dreams a lot. And then it makes me wonder, can dogs have nightmares about their past? Because if they can dream, they're obviously... Can they? Yeah, anyway, I digress. But anyway, so that's all the wonderful stories of you guys. All that kindness and all that love and all that generosity. There is plenty of it. So just for an update, many people sort of said, oh, I should have went back and checked to see if there's more kittens. There was probably more. To me, some things are just blindly obvious and a common sense. So of course I went back and checked. I went and I did actually film it, but I didn't include it in the vlog because I just thought it probably was getting too long. This is where it was up here. As you can see, it's like middle of nowhere. There's nothing else around. And this is where they were. I'm quite confident that there isn't any more, that there was only the 3. But I just thought I better double check. It's just about where Terry is now. So I did go back the next day. I actually went back the day after that as well at a different time of day, just in case. So I did go back and there were no more kittens there. The other update on the kittens is that Grey, she calls her Grey now because she named her before we'd had a look and I knew she was a girl. So Grey is with her new guardian, being well looked after. The other 2, as I said I was going to do, went to the rescue centre. Now, this rescue centre, they are so kind. They, you know, because not all rescue centres are necessarily very nice. And they are so caring in this place. I mean, for one, as a rescue centre, it is so clean, and the dogs just all look really happy. You know, in kennels and places, all you've got is barking, 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 the constant relentless barking. Obviously there's barking at this place, but the dogs aren't just, the dogs look happy, I'm telling you. So they couldn't take the kittens because they had a virus apparently going around, and they had to decontaminate the place. They couldn't take young kittens. But one of the staff just said she'll take them home. Now she got that, you know, they immediately had a look at them, and immediately were checking them over as they were talking to me. And one of them put the held the kitten to her chest, and it was No Name actually, just snuggled up under her chin and just stayed there the whole time she was talking, walking up and down, just stayed there. Now, a lot of you said I'm a cat person. Obviously the kittens were friendly towards me and took to me because I was feeding them and everything. But this woman was a real cat person, and them kittens knew it, because both Grayson and then Yin Yang just snuggled up and just did not move, and they look so content. So as I say, she's walking up and down, she's talking, and they just stayed there content and snuggled up on her, and it was so sweet. You could tell that the two staff that were there just genuinely, absolutely genuinely had so much love and care in them. It was just unbelievable. But anyway, so they happily went home with this member of staff and are being well cared for. Some of you gave me super thanks or thank things, whatever they are called, in the comments. So I did donate to the shelter, but a few more thanks have come in after. So if there are some more, I'll go and donate it to them, because they are the best. But anyway, I'm confident and happy that all the kittens are safe, well, and being very well looked after. That was just some of the wonderful, kind, generous, loving acts of kindness that you shared with us all in the comments. And so thank you for all you do, all you are doing. If I missed you, I'm sorry. That thanks extends to you if I didn't mention you. And to those of you who didn't comment, I'm sure there's more of you doing that kind of thing. As I said, it just goes unseen. People are generally kind, I think. So thank you for all you do, and keep on looking after one another, including your animals, your furry friends, your feathered friends, and most importantly, be kind to yourself too. Hello, Terry. You come to join us again? Hey, you come to join us? You was dreaming. That's it. Have a good stretch. Yes, have a nice stretch. You was dreaming. What was you dreaming of? Was you chasing? Was you chasing? Hey, would you like to go for a real walk? Would you like to go for a real walk?